Hello everyone and welcome back to Wrestling Backlash. Today we are so excited to recap our namesake premium live event, WWE Backlash. This year the French audience had a chance to witness history as Cody officially defends his undisputed WWE Championship against AJ Styles. This was the very first PLE in France, and the 11,000 French audience in the LDLC Arena was absolutely wild tonight. They were so pumped up, they were yelling for a full hour before the show even started. CM Punk said it right on the WWE Backlash pre-show that crowds like that, moments like that, you have no boss, you have no pain, and it makes it absolutely worth it to work in this business. With Michael Cole announcing the pre-show hype video, the fans' energy, the music, my goodness. It makes you so ready to watch this awesome night of wrestling, maybe even run through a brick wall. 4 championships are up for grabs tonight, and the first match of the night was a great start to the PLE. Now before we get started, this video does have spoilers. I wanted to get that disclaimer out there in case you have this PLE recorded and wanted to watch it later. Okay, here we go. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton kick off Backlash against the Bloodline. Now, is it only me, but was KO's entrance drawn out a little too long? I know he's French-Canadian, but damn, it was a lot of time to hit Randy's music. Maybe it was only in my head, who knows? Corey Graves had a great line as they were introducing Randy Orton. He said, "Never felt so good to be so useless." He said that because the crowd in attendance absolutely overtook the background noise and commentary. Michael Cole has goosebumps, Corey Graves is pumped, and then comes in the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga come down the ramp with the Wiseman Hall of Famer Paul Heyman. By the way, Jimmy Uso has been out of action for a while since he was jumped by Tonga a few weeks ago. It looks like the Bloodline could have used his help as the 2 members of the Bloodline Square off face to take against KO and RKO, and they continue their brawl from that crazy ending to SmackDown the night before. The bell hasn't even rung yet, and Kevin Owens is stunning security officers and referees. Nick Aldis comes out of the backstage area and tells them, "You want to bash it out like this? Cool," and makes their match a street fight. They ring the bell and off they go to continue to beat each other up outside of the ring. Into the crowds they go, Solo getting his butt beaten down by Randy, Kevin Owens beating down on Tonga. Randy Orton is absolutely loving this match. You can see it on his face. Within 5 minutes of the show, there's a destroyed announcer's table. His phone is destroyed, trash cans exploding everywhere, Solo getting pancaked with a kendo stick and garbage cans, and lids a la old school ECW. And then, guess what comes out? Yup, Randy tells KO to get the tables. Said in my best Dudley Boy's voice. Paul Heyman looking concerned from the outside. With the crowd chanting "Solo sucks," Solo tries to prove them wrong and drags Randy on the announcer's table, ready to do a Samoan spike on Randy Orton, but then a RKO out of nowhere. KO executes a brainbuster to Tama Tonga through the chairs from the top rope. But then, oh my goodness, guess who comes in to save the Bloodline in this match? None other than Tama Tonga's brother, Tonga Loa. Solo Samoa spikes Kevin Owens and pins him to win the match. But who the hell is Tonga Loa? Paul Heyman looks confused, he looks scared, he looks concerned, he looks absolutely surprised that Tonga Loa, the other son of Haku, is here with the Bloodline. What the hell is going on with the Bloodline? We will have to see what Solo and Paul Heyman have to say about their new addition, Tonga Loa. Overall grade for this match was an A. Great storytelling throughout the match, great wrestling, very entertaining, this match had it all. What a start to Backlash, not to mention the largest gate in WWE history. Boy, did it get even better with this next match. It's a triple threat match between Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and the WWE Women's Champion Bayley. Samantha Irvin, looking beautiful as ever, got in the ring to announce the 3 competitors. The bell rings, and these 3 athletes don't waste time squaring off against each other. Tiffany Stratton does her patented backflip flying elbow to the corner turnbuckle to Naomi. I don't know about you, but it looks more and more like Tiffany Stratton is becoming the best women's heel in the business today. She will no doubt become champion in the near future, but not today. Naomi does her own version of a split-legged moonsault, but Bayley breaks up the 3 count as Naomi tries to pin Stratton. As Tiffany Stratton tries to execute a prettiest moonsault in the business, both Naomi and Bayley move out of the way and get her out of the ring. Bayley and Naomi are one-on-one inside the ring, and Bayley quickly pins Naomi to retain her title. Naomi shows Bayley love as she takes in the win. Overall, this match was a good one between these 3 wrestlers. Tiffany Stratton looks like a veteran out there, and Naomi is always a highlight reel. I'd give it a B+. I would have loved to see the rear view and a completed moonsault from Tiffany Stratton, but it was a pretty good match overall. The next match of the night is Jey Uso versus Damien Priest. I have to admit, it was fun to watch the Leon crowd trying to yeet it up. You have to love the French, man. What a crazy atmosphere. Even Triple H mentioned that was one of his favorite moments during his post-show press conference. There is no doubt that the WWE will be heading back to Lyon, France. You have to give them some credit, they really showed out tonight. This was the very first televised title defense for Damien Priest. If he loses, then Jey Uso would be the 4th world champion in a month. But if he wins, then Damien Priest would start to solidify himself as a defending champion. The match was going great, and then it went south when that Judgment Day Hornswoggle lookalike JD McDonough comes out to interfere with the match. Damien Priest told him to go away and that he doesn't need his help. Uso kicks JD in the face, which is already bandaged up, looking like a Klingon after getting punched in the face by Logan Paul with Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl rings. Damien Priest does a huge choke slam, and Jey kicks out of it. Jey hits Damien with super kick after super kick after super kick, and then hits him with a spear. From the top rope, Jey does a huge frog splash and has this match won, but JD McDonough puts Damien Priest's foot on the bottom rope to break the count. Jey Uso heads out of the ring to knock out JD and spears Finn. Of course, Damien Priest takes advantage of the distractions and chokeslams Jey Uso from the top rope and pins him to retain the world title. Great energy from both Priest and Uso, but the interference from the Judgment Day watered down this match. I think Damien Priest would agree with me since he got pissed with his partners when they tried to beat up Uso after the match. He wants to do it on his own, and I can't argue with him. Overall, I'd give the match a C+, with Jey Uso's entrance being an A+. It would have been higher if the Judgment Day didn't interfere. The next match of the night was the women's tag team match between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors from Damage Control. Now I'll have to say, this was the first time the entire night that the crowd was not too motivated to see the Kabuki Warriors. The match was a good one, regardless, and these two teams put on a good show. The Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill team is starting to gel, and they definitely work well together. They look good together, their physique matches each other, and there is no doubt that they could carry the tag division just as well as in singles competition. Once again, Jade Cargill impresses in the ring, and she continues to improve every week. Top rope springboard, crossbody, choke slams, she did it all in this match. There was one flub in the match where Kairi tried to pin Jade Cargill, but she wasn't the legal competitor. The end of this match was a wild one. Jade Cargill did a sequence of moves that I have no clue how she executed. She caught Kairi mid-air from the top rope, spun her around, kept her in the air with her elbows, and then slammed her to the ground. Pretty impressive. Belair slammed Asuka on top of Kairi and pinned them to become the new women's tag team champions. Overall, it was a good match. Some flubs here and there, but nothing too bad. The flow and storytelling of the match was good, the speed of the match was good, and the championship titles look good on Belair and Cargill. I've give this match a B+. Now, the new tag team champs will have to figure out a new name for their team. What do you think they should be called? Jade EST, Bianca and Jade, or the BJs? Maybe Cargill and Belair, the C&B Factory. Let us know what you think their name should be in the comments section below. The final match of the night is the main event between the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, versus the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. This is Cody's first title defense on a premium live event, and the two Georgia boys didn't disappoint. These two former Bullet Club leaders take on each other for the #1 title in the WWE, and they put on a great show for the WWE Universe. It was pretty slow at the beginning of the match, but the wrestling was technically flawless. The highlight of the match was when Cody pulled out a vintage Stardust move and did a cartwheel in the center of the ring and the signature Stardust Peekaboo move, mocking AJ Styles from his promo on SmackDown the night before Backlash. Of course, AJ Styles had to clear off the French announcer's table, but it backfires, because later on in the match, Cody slams AJ Styles through the same announce table that AJ tried to use earlier in the match. Both wrestlers exhausted and beaten up. Both of them just barely beat a 10 count as they both rushed into the ring. AJ Styles executes a flawless springboard 450 splash from the top rope, and Cody kicks out. AJ Styles executes a burning hammer, and Cody kicks out. AJ threw everything at Cody, and somehow Cody kept kicking out. Cody does a super Cody cutter from the top rope, hits AJ Styles with the crossroads, and pins him 1, 2, 3 to retain his title. Man, I gotta tell ya, this match had it all and deserves an A for the overall performance of these two superstars. The fans were amazing, the wrestlers were amazing, and this new era is no doubt amazing. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what the WWE has in store for us on Monday Night Raw. I'll see you next time.